Our verse for today from Habakkuk is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 20. It may be a verse some of you have heard before. It's one of the better known verses from this small book. But the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him. Now, only people who have been at Brewster Baptist Church since 1995 or before that might remember that going up the stairs to the sanctuary, what we now call the chapel, there actually was written this verse in black ink on white paper, so that as you came up the stairs into the sanctuary, what you saw on the side was, "The Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him." And part of the impression or the feeling that gave when you came in, at least for me, rightly or wrongly, was, be quiet. You're coming to church, be quiet, be silent. And I actually wanted people to talk to other people. I wanted people to engage. I wanted to create a little bit more of an atmosphere of people talking and visiting, and even wanted to bring up the energy level of worship a little bit. So I actually took those signs down and put them away, and they have never been seen again since. But I understand there is a place for fellowship and communication and sharing and talking and visiting and relationship building and praise in worship. But silence is also a very important component of our spiritual life. It's a spiritual discipline that many people need more of in their life. Now, some of you are more introverts. Some of you enjoy being by yourself. Some of you are by yourself because of medical reasons. And some of you may have more silence and solitude than you want or need. And others of you may not have enough. As with all things, there's a healthy balance that we need to find between silence and speaking and engagement, between solitude, time alone with God, and time spent connecting with other people. But Habakkuk, part of what he is doing is he is contrasting the Lord, the living God, with the idols that people make. And I mean, let's face it, idols are a joke. I mean, they're made by human hands. They're just pieces of wood that are overlaid with things, and they're pieces of stone. They can't speak. They can't wake up. There's no breath in it. But we worship a living God. And in the presence of a living God, especially if you think of like Isaiah's encounter in the temple, sometimes the only appropriate response is silence. As we heard also in an earlier book that we went through, the book of Ecclesiastes, he reminds us, the Lord is in heaven and you are on earth. Therefore, let your words be few. Sometimes it's good to just be still and silent before the Lord. As the psalmist tells us, be still and know that I am God. I invite you to take some time right now after you turn this video off to be still and to invite God to speak to you.